Underway again. And our anchorage last night was beautiful. We just swayed with the tide, anchor held well, no issues, nice and quiet, and I got a good night's sleep. So we are up and at 'em early, 6:30, we weighed anchor, and we are on our way to Hilton Head, Skull Creek Marina, Safe Harbor Marina up there. And we miscalculated a little bit. We thought it was 80 miles there. It's actually 68 miles, so a little shorter. We're gonna get there around 2:30, I think, depending on the currents. We're at dead low tide right now. So yeah, it should be a nice ride. Looking forward to getting there. The boat needs a good cleaning. Very salty. So long rides like this, we're going like 11 hours a day with the motors running, 12 hours a day sometimes. You really have to check your fluids every day, especially on these older motors. You know, they tend to go through fluids a lot quicker. You got your little drips, you got your little seal leaks. So we added a quart of oil to each motor over the past couple days of travel. So that's probably about 150 miles of travel or so. Well, actually more than that. So transmissions were pretty good. We didn't really have to add anything there. But, you know, you're using the boat when you're going all day like this. Like 11-hour, 12-hour days of the motor running. That's equivalent to somebody who's using their boat recreationally for an entire month. So, you know, don't neglect that. You don't want your fluids to get too low and run into problems. And that's why this baby keeps going nice and strong. All right, we're coming up on an area called Hell's Gate over here by Raccoon Cave. Usually any place, any small waterway that is called Hell's Gate is usually a little difficult to get through. I've heard there's a lot of bad shoaling going on in here, and you have two large body of waters on each side, so we don't know where the current's going to be going through that narrow passage. So we're going to have to be on our toes for this cut right here. So we're going to keep an eye on the depth right there and make sure we don't stray out of the channel. Also keep an eye on Navionics, which has a different view and somewhat more updated chart. All right, we just made the turn. So far, so good. Did read some comments on Navionics that somebody ran aground in 3 feet of water at low tide. We're like almost a mid incoming tide, so we should have no problem. But you can see how narrow the channel is up there. You got a red marker, and the shoreline just to the right, and we're showing about 9 feet on the depth finder right now. All right, that wasn't bad at all so far. If we got through the shallowest point, I didn't see anything less than like 8 feet. But you know, the tide is quite severe around here, 7 foot from low to high. So having a mid tide, we get a few extra feet of water. Coming through here at low tide, I will be a little more cautious. We've seen this every so often. Up on the banks, there's a sailboat, part of ground. He's way up in there. I thought this was fog up ahead, but it's actually smoke. Must be some sort of brush fire, or perhaps they're burning some farm fields like they do down in Florida on occasion. But you could actually smell it. The original plan was to take the boat all the way to Southport, North Carolina. However, due to family commitments, I needed to hop off the boat in Hilton Head, South Carolina, to fly to New York. The owner was going to take the boat the final 2 days of the journey from South to North Carolina with another captain. Frank has been doing great operating the boat just fine himself, and I was confident he would be able to handle the rest of the trip himself, as he would be in familiar waters close to his home port. All right, whose boat is that who watches the channel? Savannah right now. This is Savannah Bend Marina. And it's pretty neat, all these marinas right here on the ICW. Easy stop off if you want to stay for the night. Tie up. Got Hinckley Yachts over here. And I must say, I enjoyed going through Georgia. I've given it a bad rap over the past few years, talking about avoiding it and its winding rivers. It was actually quite enjoyable and stress-free, other than the rough day we had crossing the inlet. So I take back everything I said about Georgia. The water depths weren't bad. We were going at low tide too. I'm sure in some spots it's a little tricky, but it really wasn't too bad at all. All right, we're coming up to Fields Cut over here, just outside of Savannah, and avionics clearly shows the path, but Garmin doesn't look navigable. But we're going. Right, Captain? Yeah, we're going. Yeah, I wonder if this is a relatively new cut, but we've got a couple boats ahead of us going through. It will be fine. All right, we're winding down. We're just a few hundred yards from Skull Creek Marina, Hilton Head, where I jump off the boat.
I think we have room to squeeze you in, but you might have to hover for a couple of minutes.
Okay, yeah, we don't mind waiting.
I also have the inside of that fuel dock available as well. You can take a look once you get here and you can go from there.
So that better turn the beat us.
The galleon there?
Inside would probably be an easy dock. 10-4. A little breezy out here.
All right, we are in. We didn't get it on film, but the captain did a great job over there. Way to go there, Frank.
A little nerve-wracking.
Yeah, you did good. Yeah, it was really windy, but we backed into the slip. We didn't break anything. We didn't hit anybody. Boat's all rinsed off, salt away. Got all that caked on salt off. She's looking good. A little brown around the water line. The brown smile.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's looking good. This is it. This is my last destination with her. We're at Safe Harbor here, Skull Creek in Hilton Head. And I am hopping off this vessel. This is it for me. I don't know if I'll ever see her again. I'm sure I will, but I am heading back home tomorrow. I got my flight booked. I'm actually meeting up with my daughter for dinner. She lives in Bluffton, and that's right over the bridge from Hilton Head. And we're gonna have a nice dinner. But it was a great ride. Nope issues, no mechanical issues. Knock on, where's that wood again? She ran great, just like she did coming down from New York. Very proud of her. Proud of the new captain. Congratulations there, Frank. Did a great job. Sorry, Stacy, you missed the last couple days here. You guys enjoy her. So I just want to say I had a great time this week taking the boat back up north. Thank you, Frank and Stacy, for letting me come along. It was a great experience. I'm so glad everything worked out. Best of luck to you two with the boat. Enjoy it like we did. And hope to see you guys soon, whether we come up north or you guys come down south. But thanks again. Best of luck with YOLO. We'll see you next time.